The good old days wasn't good for anyone. Trad wife and red pill movements are dragging us backwards, and they're counting on you not noticing. This brings us to Law 45 of the 48 Laws of Power. Preach the need for change, but never reform too much at once. Patriarchy is resetting the trap we've already escaped. Selling conformity as empowerment instead of demanding obedience outright. The trad wife movement and red pill ideology are prime examples. Repackaging oppression as freedom and presenting it as solutions to modern day problems. But here's the truth. This isn't about progress. It's about control. And they've made sure that you'd be too distracted to recognize it. We're told that the 1950s was the golden age of family values, but it wasn't golden. It was a gilded cage. Women were stripped of autonomy, forced into unpaid labor, and told that their only value was as wives and mothers. Men were emotionally stifled, expected to show the financial burdens alone, and denied the right to be vulnerable. Beneath the surface, it was far more sinister. Substance abuse was rampant. Women turned to tranquilizers like Valium to numb depression, while men coped with alcoholism to suppress emotions. Mental health struggles were ignored, and domestic violence was normalized, hidden behind a lie of keeping the family together. For Black women and men, it was even worse. Black women were forced into grueling labor outside the home, while Black men were excluded from economic opportunities and demonized for not meeting patriarchal expectations. This wasn't harmony. It was systematic oppression dressed up as tradition. Today, these same toxic ideals are being recycled. Trad wife influencers are claiming that choosing domesticity is empowering. Red pill creators preach that traditional masculinity will solve men's struggles. Neither is true. Every time progress is made, systems of power respond with nostalgia. They romanticize the past where rigid gender roles rule, not because they work, but because they kept people in their place. Patriarchy and capitalism are pushing these movements hard because younger generations are questioning gender roles, embracing emotional freedom, and rejecting conformity. This rebranding is dangerous. Women who reject these roles are shamed as feminists ruining society and face harassment and violence. Men who don't fit the mold of dominance are mocked as simps, ridiculed for showing vulnerability. For marginalized groups, the harm is even greater. Black women's roles as leaders, providers, and caregivers are often erased, allowing society to exploit our contributions while denying us the respect we deserve. Queer and trans individuals are vilified for rejecting rigid roles, facing violence and discrimination for simply existing. These movements don't just harm individuals, they uphold systematic inequality. These narratives aren't organic, they're engineered to distract you. Social media algorithms amplify outrage, spreading phrases like feminists ruin women and real men provide. These catchy soundbites aren't solutions. They're tools for control. The danger isn't women rejecting these roles and men embracing vulnerability. It's systems stripping away your rights while you're distracted by manufactured debates. Does performing femininity feel empowering or like a trap? And does being a real man make men happy or just exhausted? We can't just be bystanders and allow this cultural shift to happen. Trad wife influencers and red pill creators are patriarchy's newest mouthpieces. Repackaging oppression is freedom. Don't just question these narratives. Reject them. Our future depends on it. Share your thoughts in the comments. Catch up on the rest of the series. And before TikTok disappears, follow me on YouTube for more breakdowns.